Could we have soprano, alto, soprano, soprano, alto, tenor, bass? Would you just shift? Go. Go. Sopranos, first, seconds, all on 3 rows. Altos. We're just going to play. We might as well. You're here, right? We might as well play and just have some fun. And where are my tenors? I've got 3 of them. So use all 3. Use all 3. And who's the biggest voice tenor? You kind of know him. You go to the top row. And the reason I have you go to the top is so that you can use your full voice. When you're at the bottom, sometimes it's more, it's like, oh, I don't know, because I'm exposed kind of at the bottom. So when you have a top voice, it's like, go for it. And use all 3. So if somebody steps down, great, that works. That works. Okay, and use the whole risers. They're there, you might as well use them. Sopranos, first, raise your hand. Okay, seconds. Can I move you over one? So that we have just a little, you're fine, you're fine. I'm just going to move these for a little bit so that we can, and altos. So that you're not stuck out, can we just move some people over and maybe you can even move down? So that maybe a little bit more, a little bit more. Great. Now can I hear what this might sound like? I move choirs around a lot and I really like sectional, especially when it's very sectional, that it's obvious that you're not like this all the time, that in fact you're dolphins a lot of the time giving those phrases. See if it's going to screw you up a little bit because you're not used to being in this position, but see what that feels like to you. Here we go, altos and tenors. Raise your hand when you think you're the dolphin. Oh, I'm the dolphin right now. And the only thing else I want to tell you is, you know that there are 3 ways to initiate a tone? Ever talk about that? 3 ways you can start singing. There's so many wonderful things about learning to sing. 3 ways to initiate a tone. You can either glottal it, oh, which we don't like to do glottals very much because it's part of the voice. It can work on some things that are rhythmically intense and you can do a glottal stroke rather than glottal attack. But normally we don't use that one. We use on the breath, oh, what to think about. Initiating the sound for all, and then you have aspirate H. These are 3 ways. The only way you can start singing is one of those 3. I almost got a glottal stroke from altos. Oh, which is not good. Oh, we just start that sound. And 1, 2. Oh, glory to the Lord. Hear it? Hear the difference? Big difference in sound. It's like when you went to be the water, which you have to choose to be the water, so that we can hear this beautiful second sopranos. And let me tell you, seconds, I appreciate you because isn't it feel like it's like, I read really well, so I get to be a second. Is that it? It's like, no, because probably everybody's a soprano. You happen to be a soprano that sings low. You know? It's true. It's true. Our voices are not intact until we're 35. What? 35. That's when you absolutely know for sure whether your voice is going to be super low. So that's why it's important in choir to sing your whole range. Sing low a lot, sing high a lot. And then you'll have lots to choose from. But it's really important to let second sopranos have that little moment. And the same thing with the guys, you can hear it. Was there one other that I wanted to... Because this makes us yummy. This really does. It's because it lets us see you as a group, as a whole, and it also lets us see you as sections. It's like the audience, when you're in this position, will go, oh, there's the basses. I can tell because that's the entry. Or, oh, the sopranos are singing very high, so that they must be over here. And they get to enjoy the visual of who's singing what part. And I think it makes it more enjoyable. What I also wanted, everyone has the capacity to have a beautiful voice. I'm convinced of that. Even people that think they're tone deaf, you know, or you hear little kids that once they get to a place they can't sing anymore. So, you know what I'm talking about? They just get to a place and then they just keep singing right there. It doesn't matter what the song is. I think everyone has a capacity for a beautiful voice, but only if you do a few things. Support, which ground yourself this way. Support, because we need it. And then the second thing is the taller the space inside your mouth makes for a better vibration. This is how it's science. Vibration starts here. What's above it? Throat, mouth, lips, out it comes. if you close down any of that part, it affects how beautiful it is. And for choral singing, we need beautiful, 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 and more beautiful. So all your vowels, a, e, o, u, have got to be in tall space. In tall space. So I just want you to put your hand here. You're just mimicking what is really happening inside the mouth. Inside the mouth. We're just going to be on one pitch. We're going to be on an A. There were several I and Anything that has a plus or a sound, we lowered our palate, and I could hear it. And it was so contrasting to when you were singing calm. The sound of it is beautiful, and then we get an There was something, ye that, fear, all that. Now I was saying tell, tell. It was like beautiful, 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 tell, tell. But to put all those in exactly the same place. And that's what I wanted for you. So if you have to think about 3 things that I wanted you to do differently or better than, is find the dolphins in every single piece that you do. Find that arch. Find I and to be in a taller space in your mouth. And give me very softs more often. So that they start, so that it's stunning. And then you show me, it's like, wow, look at the contrast of that. Because you sing full, and I like that. So give me the contrast of that. And I think that you will find that it's very delicious when you give both sides. Great. Thanks so very much.